on today? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time of day this is for you. Yes, morning for me. Therapy Thursday. I don't know, I like saying those things to the week, eh? How about you? Is it for you? Therapy Thursdays? Thoughtful Thursdays? Huh? Thyroid Thursdays? I don't know. What sounds good to you, eh? What is it? Did a mess, try to dress myself up a little bit. It's just the tops. I still got my pajamas on the bottom. Yeah, still getting at the end of the moon time. Flow time, yeah, right? Weirdo! It's me, Winky Sneepen, Majiki Quay! That's right, your friendly, friggy, sweetgrass water medicine woman. Also, Christiana Carr, superstar. All this beautiful divine being right here. And welcome to you, beautiful divine beings. Here too. So glad to see you. Glad to feel your vibes and your love. Thank you. And anything else you send out to, right? It's all learning and growing. We need it all, right? We need it all. My girl came yesterday. Again, she didn't want to spend the night, but I figured, got it all figured out. She doesn't want to make her lunch. And she has a later bedtime at her dad's. So she doesn't want to stay here because she wants that later bedtime. But she made me this. I actually went into the house yesterday. And it's not easy, you know. It's still put my stuff aside. Be a good example for my children. You know. Anyway, she made me this set. If I just put this into the keyhole, I'm gonna turn into a mermaid. Oh, I was swimming. Then I came home and I was taking it off my head because it was on it like a necklace, right? And I had it on my head, and I took some pictures of it on my head. Anyway, it's from my girl. And I'm still feeling woo, right? So releasing flow, because I can feel the good things coming. They ain't going to come in if I keep hanging on to that sadness, you know, looking at it in a different way. Because it's not the part that they'd like to live with their dead. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the way that's been gone about. So much stuff happening behind my back. And then I'm accused of the crazy one. Right? When there is, in fact, things going on behind my back. And then I could read it in writing. I'm being told, no, nothing. Right? That's that crazy making stuff. So, you know what? People's telling me I'm crazy. They're probably the ones trying to make me crazy. You know, who knows? I don't know. Is that paranoid thoughts? It could be, but when you go through things like gaslighting and stuff like that, it causes a lot of, you know, when you're made to doubt yourself all the time, when people are definitely doing stuff, but they're trying to hide that, and then they manipulate you so that you don't figure that out, when you already have, and they know you have, so they need to twist everything up, blow everything up, make it all out of, you know, all the smoke and mirrors, all the smoke up your ass and in your face. Because why? Why does it have to be like that when they're trying to hide something? When they're trying to prove something? And it doesn't have to be the truth, right? The truth doesn't need to be proven because it's the truth. It just is. You don't have to prove it. People that are trying to convince you of something, usually trying to convince you. Doesn't mean it's the truth. Ooh, that's hot. Too big a sip on that one. Whew. Anyways, there's some birthdays today. I can't get mixed up between my cousin Paula and my aunt Hazel. They're both in March. One's the 4th and one's the 6th. I think I have it straight. Today is Paula's birthday. Happy birthday, Paula. I love you so much. And Aunt Hazel's on the 6th. So if I forget, happy birthday, Aunt Hazel. Actually, I won't be doing video on the 6th anyway. So. And if I got it backwards, just reverse it. Happy birthday to the both of you. I love you very much. Right? I get it straight one of these years. Love you. Thank you so much. Yes, and the ex's brother has a birthday today. So happy birthday to you too. Yeah, I hope you guys all have a beautiful, peaceful day. And, you know, this world's brighter with you guys in it. It's true. all special and needed here. And, particularly special to me. Paula, I used to babysit her little Loretta. Oh, I loved them so much. So much. Miss my family. Feeling so alienated. Disconnected. Sometimes it's my own fault, right? Or is it fault? What is that, right? So I moved to BC. Went to pursue an acting career. In some ways I felt like maybe I let everybody down because I was like, Chris Carr, superstar, I'm gonna do it. Well, maybe a t-shirt, remember me, I'm gonna be famous, right? And I went and pounding the pavements, walking into all the agencies in downtown Vancouver. I set up my headshots and resumes. They get really good in that too. Got background gigs. I'm pregnant. But that's, I always wanted to do mom first in my career after. When my kids were all in school, I'd have their foundation years with them, my kids all in school, and then it was time for mom, right? Then I could go pursue my acting career or whatever career it was I wanted to do. And in the acting, that was my way of reaching out, right? Like I've said before, I'm going to be rich and I'm going to be famous. I don't care about the rich, but famous so I can manipulate the world into being happy, peaceful, loving people. Right? There's my unrealistic pipe dream, right? So, but you still, right? You shoot for the stars. Even if you miss, you're still going to fall among them, right? Whatever that is. However that saying goes, I don't know. Dream big, right? So I limit it. I try not to limit myself once I'd learned that difference. Anyways, it was also as ways that I could still, my store was always having my little begin within shop, my little metaphysical bookstore, because I love all that stuff. And I want to be just surrounded by it all. Like, I feel the best going in that Tamara White Wolf's Earth and Sky connection and helping that move. That's just so beautiful. Now she's out in BC. And it's so beautiful and still connected on there. Right, that's why I've shared where I got that medicine woman Tara helping her in that shop. Every time I've gone into one of those shops, Bell Book and Candle was another one down in Barrie. I really loved that one. There was called Food for Thought out in BC. Loved that one. It was in Abbotsford, just over the Abbotsford, the Mission Abbotsford Bridge. You get over that, and then there was Food for Thought. I don't know if it's right there, but I remember always driving by it going, I wonder if it's a health food store. Or like is that Brain Foods? Is that? And then I finally went in and no, right? There's food for your thoughts. Whoa, I love that. Yeah, my brain likes to think and expand and grow and learn more. Especially if it's something where I think that I've already known it all. Oh, I love to learn new things when I already think that I know it. Because I know that I just think so. There's always something new to learn. I keep open every day. Learn something new. Even if it's just about myself, right? We can, right? We want to study humans. The more we learn about ourselves, the more we connect to our humanity, I think. Right? Because we go so far, we go so deep. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? We get down to the nitty-gritties. We're human beings, too. Right? It's human bodies. That connects us all, right? We want to know human beings. Human emotions. The best human to study would be ourselves. Because we're closest. We're privy to all these thoughts. Nobody else is. So, you want to study a human being. What it's like to be human. All right here. That was the thought I had, like in teenagers too. Like, why do people act and right? And staring at people, watching, fascinated by. Oh man, I had to really work at that to stop because I'm a starer. Just, and it's not to offend or whatever. But it's watching mannerisms, all those subtleties, all these little nuances in body movement and language. Like, just so fascinated by people. And there was a time, like, I would miss my mom. I would get homesick. So I would forget. I felt like I would forget what she looked like. So that's another thing. It's like I'm studying faces because I didn't have this visual, but that could have been, going through those early traumas and stuff like that, separating, compartmentalizing, whatever goes on in there. I do know more about it because I have studied it, been professionally trained and stuff too. Try to break it down to that simple so we can understand, because it's very complex, those ideas, and I can understand them a whole lot easier than I can explain them, right? Because it's living that, I've always felt like I meant to be a teacher, psychologist, things like that, but by example, not by telling people what to do, helping you figure it out on your own, right? Because that's the empowering. It's like teaching our kids chores and teaching them to do stuff. It's more than just teaching them how to contribute in the world and take care of themselves. That builds confidence. It builds their confidence in their abilities, letting them figure something out on their own. Staying back, I'm here if you need me, but I'm going to let you, you let me know when you need me to step in. And not just go, I think they're struggling, right? Don't cut that cocoon. Let them have that little bit of struggle to strengthen their wings, right? Even the plants, right, blowing around in the wind, they'll strengthen their stalks. So they need that. We need to have that struggle. We need to have resistance, like building muscles. You need that resistance. And there's always going to be rips and tears to rebuild that, right? Right? That I said yesterday about filling in with the gold, and then there was that, is it the Chinese proverb or whatever, or Japanese proverb? Is it a proverb or actually what they do? If a vase breaks, they actually fill it in with gold. So then it's not only now more beautiful even to look at, but it's stronger in those places where it was broken. So if we look at things like that, another thing I read there too, it's not all about mistakes. It's not that as a victim, if somebody has pushed themselves on you, forced themselves on you, caused feelings in you that you had to submit or whatever, or even just on your own, it's not mistakes. I mean, it's not a mistake if somebody's holding a gun to your head. It's not a mistake for you to do what they say, right? That's not a mistake. Oh, I shouldn't have done it. But they were holding a gun to your head. So there is those places. Yes, we always got choice. Yes, even if they're holding a gun to our head, we have a choice, right? Most of us would choose to live, do whatever it takes to live, right? So let's not be hard on ourselves, especially if we keep going back to that loaded gun. If we keep playing Russian roulette. Like I said, these abusive relationships, it's that fear that keeps us there. The trauma bonding. And if we're younger and that's all that it was, the love was related to that hurt, right? The beat, 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 love you, love you, love you. And that's what's been printed in your brain, right? Signals get mixed up, all these songs and everything. Love hurts, love hurts. You think if it's hurting you, then this must be love. Oh my God, this hurts so much. This must be the deepest love ever. Oh, we're looking at these cycles and breaking those cycles, a new way of being. What was that one that came up on Monday? I thought it was the harvest, but I think harvest was last week. So I have my phone here. I'm just going to have a peek. I was just going to jump into the cards. Got it all ready. Therapy Thursdays. So it looks like a little talk. We'll have a little talk here. Been a while since I've done the little talk videos. We need to get back into that, right? Workshops. I mean, I am qualified to do psychoeducation. I have been professionally trained. I can get back at that too, but there's also these parts of me that's just like, I need to just get to it. I've spent all this time preparing, educating myself, right? Researching, you know, going along with my interests and also what comes up in my life. Harvest, it was the wheel of fortune, right? You can always take another spin at that wheel, right? So I'm just, right, I pulled up my YouTube over here so I can see which, I can't believe how many videos I got on there. There's 3 years. Pushing up towards upwards to 600 videos. 3 years. Most of those my little guidance videos. I would love to hear more from you. What do you get out of this? Is there something more you'd like to see? Daily path and totems, only 300 videos. I want that at 365. So there's like the daily guidance with these cards. One for every day of the year. If that's what you so choose to do. That's how it's calling you. I mean, that's why it started out. Was it last year I started out? I was going to do one every single day of the year. I got close. And I thought, no, I'm not going to do the weekends. I pour myself out lots. And though I love this, you know, and I feel fueled by it, my body does feel a little drained too. So I need this balance, right? 16 minutes in, haven't even drawn cards or anything. How about we just do a path and totem? And when... Okay, so we're just going to do this quick. I'm going to get one path, one totem, one medicine, woman tarot. If I focus therapy, you know, one thing, right? And that's the medicine, the path that we're on there, the animal's medicine, right? And these tarot, this advice for that, okay? The path, the medicine. So as our therapy today, if you so choose, whatever day, these are timeless, it doesn't matter. We're not telling future. This is life lessons. We're all going to go through this at some point in our lives. Might be in the same situation, might be in different situations, but the same kind of emotions or things coming up. What is that for you? What's the Wheel of Fortune bringing in for you? Do you know? Do you want to spin again? You didn't like what that landed on? Free spin. Go on to the east, right? Illumination, clarity, place man, place fire. South, the childhood, the waters, the emotions, innocence. West is the woman, the earth, the physical, place of introspection. North is the wisdom years, the air, the mental. Walking our red road, our earth walk goes from childhood, right? When we're repeating cycles, or we're just following what the family says. This is how we do it. But we need to change movements. As we're getting up there, we see those cycles that need to be broken, that are holding us back, holding the family back, and we're going to switch that up and change that, right? We get up there and we pray. We pray for that abundance. And abundance isn't about Monday. Abundance in love, in life, in patience, in peace. As we get up there, we can pray for that. We know if we connect with that spirit, that's where that peace comes in. That's how we break those cycles. We connect with our ancestors, all of our relations, and let that guide us. Let that lead the way. Let the light lead. And then spirit, east to west is the setting sun. That's how we can, as it rises and sets, right? The blue road of spirit, east to west, and spirit's always with us, and we can celebrate that. And spirit's always there. And we can feel that in that excitement. It lets us know something good is coming. Or gives us the signals, get out of here, right? And it does it with gentleness. We all think spirit is hard. Spirit kicks us in the ass, and spirit drops skids on us or whatever. Spirit doesn't. Spirit is always gentle. We're hard on ourselves, right? That's it. The deer will go up to that demon at the gates, right? And always there. Innocence. Right? Deer runs, it'll take up, but what does it do? Like a deer caught in a headlight. It doesn't run, it stands there. Still. Does the shake it off. Shake it off. Let's be gentle with ourselves, right? Gets scared, shakes it off, continues on. Look at that little Bambi. Anyways, so we be gentle with ourselves because spirit is gentle with us. Let's stop blaming spirit for this harsh. That's man. We're hard on ourselves. Remember, we're self-destructive. Ain't nobody else gonna destroy us. We'd be destroying ourselves. Smaller scales, bigger scales. Love. below, and within. I'm just going to shuffle these up and let them jump out and see to one of those, each of those jumping in and out, and then jumping in and out, and then it's just swinging time, you know, swinging time. Growing, getting that strength. We're here. Make those connections, right? You never know. You put it out there and then you stay open. And I've had some things happen that it's just, woof. I'm like, yes, I got this. We're gonna, right? Confidence. Not arrogance, confidence. Deal with what happens. You know, sometimes you gotta deal. You gotta play the cards you're dealt. You can't always. There's some games you can throw that whole hand in and scratch that hand, get whole new cards, whatever. Doesn't always work like that. Right? Sometimes we just gotta work with what we got. It's me. Me. I'm an improviser. I always have been. I work with what I got. Make do. Right? MacGyver. Whoops. There we go. And we got Butterfly that hopped out there. You see that? Sitting there like that. Butterfly. We're in these transformations. So we're going to put Butterfly up there. And then we're going to see if we get another one. But honorable mention over here, that rebirth, right? Because we got to let go. Not that caterpillar anymore, right? We totally look different completely. Nobody would recognize us if they knew us as caterpillars. Especially those caterpillars that didn't want to put their cocoons on, right? They just keep eating. They're the hungry caterpillar. They just become a big fat caterpillar. They're going to be a beautiful, beautiful butterfly, but they don't want to go into that rebirth. Because what? Yes, you have to go through that death first. You have to go through that ooey, gooey juice. When you're just like juice. You're just like caterpillar juice, you know? Tell you form into something with substance again, with wings, where you can just go fly. Okay, creator, all my relations. 1 sacred path card. Whoa, see, 3 come there. They wanted to slip right out of there. 1 sacred. Don't you just love that? Unlimited vision. But see, one sacred path card comes out. And look at that. It equals a 9. 18. I'm like, oh, I'm like, come on. Do you feel that? Like, yes. The source is strong with you. And me too. May the source be with you. Always. Okay. Whirling rainbows. Okay. And then over here, see the pipe, that inner peace. We pray for that inner peace, you know, and we're dreaming in that dream time, dreamland, and we're doing it gently. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave these over here so you can see those there too. Keep in mind as we go through that. Oh, okay. And we're going to put these over here. Right? Is that butterfly is going to help you bring that unity and wholeness achieved, right? Because if we try and skip that part, what if the cocoon gets cut open while we're still ooey goo? We're going to ooze out. We're not going to make it to that other part. We'll never come whole and complete. We're trying to take off before our wings are ready. Right? 8 plus 1 equals 9. 9. It's completions. We're almost there, right? You don't give up just before your ships are about to come in. Right? So many of us, it's taken too long. And oh my goodness, I don't like the feel of this. I don't like to be all ooey gooey. I just feel so soft. I feel so vulnerable. We need those times. We're all vulnerable. We are so vulnerable as human beings. Right? We're so dependent on everything else. We are dependent. Yes, we are, no matter how independent we like to be. We're dependent. We're letting this transformation happen to be that unity and wholeness and seeing that in everybody else, right? Are we busy spending our time trying to get everybody else in line? Are we praying for our own inner peace, right? How are we relating to that power that we have, that has been given to us, right? Do we take that power and use it in command? Taking command for the highest and good of all, right? Do we take those stories that we've learned from, become that master storyteller? What is that for you, huh? What is that for you? Where I put these so you can see them too. On there. So, this is how we relate to the power. How are we relating to that power, to that unity, right? How are we relating to when we're in this cocoon, going through this ooey gooey mess, right? Because we have to completely dissolve. We have to completely dissolve everything that we were, everything that we've learned, and then mix it all in together. Right? We've eaten and eaten and eaten. We were the hungry little caterpillars. We've eaten and eaten and eaten. Right? Now, how do we relate to that power? Are we afraid to go out and fly now? Now we've got these wings, you know. We're not grounded anymore. We can fly. We can soar. And are you doing that? How do you do that in your life, right? What are the stories you're telling yourselves? Are they helping you to expand, right? And share that with others, okay? Not just you expand from that, but others. You're sharing that story, that life. I don't know where to own these things. Just like that. You take command for all, and in these sharings of these stories, you're passing on that wisdom, that knowledge of, look at little hungry caterpillar, you just eat all this up, and you will be that beautiful butterfly. Right, that swan. And look at 9. We're in completions. We complete that when we connect, right? Number 10 brings us back, right? Completed. 999. Here's a 9 over here. Right, look at that. Amazing. What are these ones? That's the exemplar of arrows. And then the 4, the emperor. 4 and 4 here. And 9. So, look at that. What's coming to completion? Is there something you're not letting go? And then you're holding back from that transformation? Is there's a story that's keeping you restricted, that's keeping you in that cocoon, keeping you in fear of stretching out those wings and flying? How do you relate to your own power? Marianne Williamson had that thing that it's our greatest fear is not that we are small, is that we are powerful beyond measure. So how do you relate to your own power? How do you relate to being a whole being, a beautiful butterfly? What is that for you? What are you dreaming into being? Are you limiting your vision? Limiting yourself with the stories because these are the cycles, this is what we have? No, we taking command, lining up with that divine. How can I change this in my life? How can I create that ripple effect where it will help others too? Because everything I do is not just for me. It's for you too. Absolutely. Everything we do, whether we realize it or not, has effect on the all. We're human beings. We're all one species. One species, no matter what color, shape we are. We're still all a one species, the human beings. And each one of us, if we take command and line ourselves with the good of all, wanting to bring that inner peace, we bring it here. Because we're not going to then go, right? We're not going to give our power away to others. We know that now. We know. Taking command right now. Relating to that power. Asking that spirit to come through you. What can I do now that helps bring unity and wholeness? That helps to transform this world into a peaceful world? How do I relate to my power? I don't want to be overpowering, but empowering, right? I want to be empowered and not overpowered. How do you relate to that? What's all this saying to you? I would love to hear from you. Give me some feedback here. You know, what's your favorite thing about these videos? You know, how have they helped you? You can do like a general comment there if you want to touch me. If you want to touch me. If you want to tell a little with more personal details of how it's helped you, you want to be more specific, you can send it in emails or private message me in some way, shape or form. Be nice. Love yous. And if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, and share. Like I said, I'm not doing it for popularity, but if it does help, right? Then, it might help somebody else too. And it definitely helps me. It helps me. I feel odd sharing them all the time, but I'm getting used to it. I'm just doing it. It's just become a habit now. So, but yeah, this is what keeps me connected to my work. This here is like my career. Oh, it's helping people. Love is my career. Helping people love themselves. I want to be there for all the children. I want to save the children, and even these inners right here. Because, especially these ones. Because it's these little ones that project on the other. Real little ones. And these are the cycles I want to break in this world. I can't break them. I don't mean it like that. I want to do my part to begin within. And break them in myself and not repeat these patterns. They keep me ashamed of myself. And keep me embarrassed to be me. Keep me, because I don't want to embarrass my family. I've looked at myself, I'm a representative of my family, extension of my family, right? There's always, I'm representing, being told I have to be a good example, that just really, my little baby brain, right? Anyways, how do you relate to that power? How do you relate to your own inner power? Are you afraid of your own greatness? Are you afraid your light is going to be too blinding? Or you're afraid your light is going to make you a big target, right? We all know, like the story of what Jesus went through. I mean, he was so good, and look at what they did. So, it's okay. I understand. Okay, we're not Jesus. It's already done. What they say, once for all, it's all good. Right? Begin within. Nothing to fear. Connect with that source inside of you. Connect with who you truly are. Bring that wholeness, who you are. Wholeness and complete. That unity within you. That's where it all begins. Begins within and ripples out. Woo! Right, okay. Love yous so much. Thank you for being you. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes. Thank you for being you. Shining your light through in everything you do because you know it. Or just accept it. This world needs you. You're the only you there is. And if you're not going to be you, this world is going to miss out. It is so true. We all need to shine. And now is the time. Love yous. Thank you.